So a lot of people are working on themselves. A lot of people watch my channel specifically because they're on a spiritual journey, or they're on like a point in life where they're ready to like make themselves better and feel more comfortable in their own skin, have more happy, optimistic, positive thoughts, that type of stuff. And one of the things that one of the big lessons I've learned throughout this year is that my level, when I go tunnel vision on something, like if I have a goal that I am going to accomplish, then I do everything in my power to get there. And I realize that some people don't operate at self-improvement the way I do. Some people make self-improvement a secondary thing. It's not their focus of their life. You know, like for me, when I sat down, I told you there was a day I sat in my living room the entire day, and I just went into like a trance-like state where I was just talking to myself like, does this serve me? Does this serve me? Does it serve me? You know, my relationship at the time, I asked. You know, even my own relationship with my parents, I asked. I went down to the bare bones, and I asked myself a bunch of questions. I literally sat on the floor for like a solid 24 hours, maybe not 24 hours, but like a good, from light to dark. You know, I just sat there and I just talked to myself. A good day, just sitting there talking to myself. You know, and I was just going through it. And when I finally stood up, I was like, we've got work to do. And I realized that I take that very seriously. Like that, my self-improvement is a priority for me. And I realized that not the whole world operates like that. So I come across as intense with my friends sometimes because I'm like, yo, I did it. I treat people the way I want to be treated. It's like, I don't want people around me that it's like they allow me to be complacent. You know, I'm usually the motivator in my group, but every once in a while someone like hits me with a gem and I'm like, that's why we're friends. You know, because for me, I go hard. You know, like it's like gamers out there. It's like if life was Dark Souls, I made my life Dark Souls to make the rest of my life easier. I put myself through a very challenging task. So when I come out of this, when I evolve from this new shell that I put myself in, and when I evolve, the rest of life is easy. I did the hard part when I was young and full of energy. Some people want to wait till they're 40 and 50 when they're starting to slow down in energy to try to create their lives again, to reconnect with themselves. Don't get me wrong, better late than never, but I'd rather do it now. Work now, play later. That's something that my dad said. Well, one of the things is I noticed is like a lot of people, they say, you know, I'm working on myself, bro. I'm working on myself. I'm just trying to get my life together. And I use these voices on purpose because these are friends in my life. I'm just trying to get my life together, like blah, blah. Sometimes I hear these words and it makes me cringe. You know, I'm trying to get my life together. I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to. Once again, once you learn how to communicate with the universe, all you're saying is, I'm going to do something. This is why you are wishing procrastination on yourself, because you're using weak words. Weak words, weak actions give you weak results. So when I say, I'm gonna do this, all the universe, all God says, all source says, all Buddha says, all Allah says, all Jesus says, whoever you call, whatever is up there or within you, whatever works for you, all you are saying is, I'm gonna do it. And all they do is look back down on you and say, yes. I'm gonna get in shape. Yes, you're gonna get in shape. But what does that imply? You're trying to get in shape. You're trying to get your life together. Trying, gonna, I wish that. These are weak words. These are weak words when you are communicating with the universe. Because all you're doing is like you're bringing more complacency. Because when you say I'm trying, I'm gonna, that means in this moment, the now. The only thing that truly exists right now is the now. So when you are operating from the now, in this exact moment, you are not living to what your end goal is going to look like. You are not working towards. A simple step, a difference is I'm gonna get in shape. Every day I'm doing one thing better to get me in shape. Which one had more power there? Even better, going to the end, which is what I advocate for in my manifestation stuff. You know, going to the end. I am the man that I want to be. My body looks the way I want it to be. My financial situation looks the way I want it to look. You know what I'm saying? And you start to operate from that new mindset. Now you're saying, how do I get there? Every single day is a day closer to me getting to my final goal. You see how much more powerful these words are than I'm trying, I'm gonna? You know, with my friends, I'm like, I always say, what's next? Or what are you doing? And that's what probably going to be the title of one of these this video. You know, like, what's next or what are you doing? Now, for me, it's like, I don't say this to discredit what you just did. Oh, I just did a full week of journaling. I did a full week of scripting. I did that. That's cool. What's next? Because for me, a lot of people cannot answer, what are you doing? What are you doing is typically when you're doing something stupid, like, yo, what are you doing? Or like someone like knocked over a cup of water on you or something like that. And but yo, what are you doing? That's just like something that comes out of your mouth. No, that needs to be a question you need to hear more from yourself. What are you doing? What am I doing to get to my final goal? It's like right now I'm watching 12 hours of YouTube. Dang, that's 12 hours. I could have at least used 10 of that towards my goal. So I ask people, what are they doing? Because a lot of people don't know. I'm trying to be like Steve Jobs. I'm trying to be like Nipsey Hussle. I'm trying to be like insert whoever you admire here. And what you're watching someone doing is always moving forward. So I'm like, okay, what are you doing to be like Nipsey Hussle? Like I was a very big person in my life, and my not upbringing, but my reinvention was Kevin Gates. What are you doing to be like Kevin Gates? Now I don't try to be like anyone anymore. I'm my own. I'm on my own 2 feet now. But when I needed to use different resources, he was one of them. What are you doing to be like him? You know, like I'm trying though. Like he talked about his spiritual stuff. I'm trying. No, what are you doing? Like that should be that should almost be the equivalent of a yes or no question. What are you doing? I'm meditating more. I'm exercising more. I'm practicing semen retention as a man. I'm practicing moon magic. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm practicing my tarot. I'm learning computer code. I'm doing, like if you're a gamer, I'm doing aim practice 30 minutes before I get into a ranked game. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm doing research on other characters if you play League of Legends. You know, like all this type of stuff is things that you could be doing. I'm going to bed at a decent time. I'm waking up at a decent time. I'm not waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and wasting my whole day in the bed. You know, I'm drinking more water. I'm getting more holistic. You know, I'm doing more research on Western medicine. You know, you do some research on these companies selling out these little vaccines. I ain't going to put too much in your ear, but I'd be like, and you're going to jab yourself from something from this company? With all this history that, okay. Your choice. You understand? But motivation, you know, it's just like, what's your motivation? Because like I said, you can have all the supporting cast in the world. You can hire yourself a cheerleading team and a marching band to come wake you up every morning. But if you don't get out of the bed, you just wasted your money. You can have all the motivation, all the support system, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, grandpa, significant other, whatever. You can have all these people around you. If you're not the one taking the steps, you're not going to get nowhere. The thing is, people are supportive, but if they're truly supportive, they have the same energy you do. They're moving forward. But what happens if the person, I'm motivating you and I'm just moving forward. Eventually, I'm getting further and further and further from you that you can't even hear me supporting you anymore. Ooh, I almost fell out of my chair. But you don't hear me supporting you anymore because me being the supportive person, I'm moving forward and forward and forward. And the further I move away from you, and the more that you're sitting here, that's an increased distance between us. And I'm way over here trying to support you. And this is like, yo, I've been supporting you since I started my own journey. I'm way over here. You're still here. Because I'm answering these questions. I'm asking myself the hard questions. What am I doing? What's next? How do I remain from falling into a complacent state of mind? You understand? Don't be the person that gets left behind, whether it be spiritually, financially, whatever. Don't look at the people around you and act like they have everything figured out. A lot of people look at me and think I have all the answers. I don't. I know what I know, and I just talk. That's all I do. And I share what's been working with me, and I share it with y'all. I don't have all the answers. That's why when I get support from y'all, there's been a couple times, like even in the very beginning, like I was like, damn, is anyone ever going to watch these videos? All right, whatever. I was like, I'll just take a month off and no one cares, right? Boo-hoo. Or I'm just going to say, you know, what am I going to do to stop being complacent? What am I going to do to limit failure in my life? I'm just going to keep cranking out videos because, you know, the more I do it, the less I care. And by care, I mean like care about results and whatever. It's just like I put my truth out there. I'm authentically me. I do that. This is what happens when I answer my own questions. Some of y'all need to start answering your own questions. Like I don't care if you have to put a damn sticky note on the mirror, and like say, you know, what are you going to do different today? What are you going to improve on today? And if you don't leave that bathroom till you answer that question, I'm going to drink more water. I don't care if it's something simple like that. I'm going to drink more water today. I'm going to do 5 more push-ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to learn 1 more line of code. You know, I'm going to delve into, do more research into a spiritual background because I haven't found mine. So I'm going to go find mine. Mine is mental magic, manifestation. Those videos are on my channel. You know, but like, That's the stuff you need to ask yourself. I'm gonna do a new tea recipe. I'm gonna go vegetarian for the week. You know what? I'm gonna get more protein. I'm gonna eat less red meat and eat more chicken. Once again, I don't care what you eat. You know what I'm saying? But do what you do. Ask yourself these questions and give yourself the plan. Give yourself the next little spot on the ground to put your next foot. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. You do that enough, you do enough left foot, right foot for 3 years, you're going to be in a completely different state, city, country than you were before. If you do that left foot, right foot in your spiritual ascension, you're going to be left foot, right foot 3 years higher than where you were when you started, as long as you consistently ask yourself these questions and answer them and follow through. A lot of people say a lot of good stuff. I'm doing this, I'm going to do this, and it sounds good, but they ain't moving left foot, right foot. At the end of the day, you can see what people are doing. A lot of people say a lot of good things. I've seen some of these channels when I was like on the upcoming. I don't watch too much spiritual YouTube except for the spiritual TikToks. Those are fun from time to time. But like, when I watch people, it's like I see some people that are in the exact same place. And maybe they're in a place where they're comfortable. Maybe I can't see their growth. But like, that's why I like to keep my content raw. Because like, there's nothing to hide here. There's no filter, there's no editing, there's no whatever. It's just like, I want y'all to just see my growth. And one day I'm going to watch my videos back like, dang, I was doing that and that. I noticed that about myself. I'm doing that and this and that. But right now I'm just sharing what I can with the world. This is where my hard work has led me to. My hard work has led me to my purpose. And my purpose is to share light with the world, share knowledge, get people's minds going again, waking people up, thawing out people, from the cryogenic sleep your brain has been in for a long time, just to get you to think, get you motivated, get your engines running to go make your life better. That's what I'm here to do. So think about it. What are you doing? To the next one.